I thought Miami Vice for DOS was the bottom of the barrel. But apparently, I was wrong. The C64 version of Miami Vice is just as bad, if not worse, than the DOS version. I can't believe I'm actually saying that, but yes, it really is that bad. So anyway, let's get into it. Miami Vice for the Commodore 64. As much as it pains me to say, I think the graphics are actually good. Despite the limitations of the system, the game designers actually tried to recreate the look of the TV series. And I have to say that it does look pretty sharp. There's different colored cars, there's grass, there's palm trees, and Crockett and Tubbs look like their TV counterparts. Even the title screen looks deceptively nice. Except for that fucking ocean logo. But ignoring that, I think the graphics are actually decent. Nearly everything else, though, is a fucking loss. Starting with the controls. How can I put this delicately? They fucking suck the rancid anal mucus out of a dead camel's asshole! Driving this car is next to impossible! You have the basic controls. You go up, down, left, and right. But get this. There's no gas and brake buttons. You accelerate by pressing up or down, and you brake by pressing in the opposite direction you're going in. But don't press up or down too hard or else you'll go flying forward. And if you crash into any fucking thing, you explode. But I'll get back to that in a bit. If going back and forth isn't bad enough, turning is a nightmare. You can't just turn your car left or right by moving in those directions. Oh no. That would be too easy. Instead, you have to accelerate to make a turn. Which might not be so bad, except the controls are stiffer than a penguin's dick. You have to make sure that your car is moving fast enough and that you turn just at the right moment or else you'll crash. And the game actually has the nerve to expect you to pull up next to buildings and get out of the car with these stiff fucking controls. All I can say is good luck doing that. The only halfway decent controls are in the buildings. You can walk left and right and go through doorways by pressing up. But chances are you'll never even get to the fucking buildings because you'll be too busy crashing. The driving controls are so bad that they literally ruin the game. I would talk about the gameplay next, but I could hardly play the game. Every 5 seconds, crash, 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 crash. Cronenberg's Crash didn't have this many fucking crashes in it. Here's the best way that I can describe what playing this game is like. Imagine a Grand Theft Auto game where your vehicle can explode if you hit anything. If you collide with another vehicle, you explode. If you strike a building, you explode. If you touch fucking grass, you explode. Yes, grass makes your car blow up. Who knew? That's what kind of game this is. The characters are given life bars, but if you crash at any point, you have to go all the way back to the beginning. So forget about making any real fucking progress. Oh, but this is the best part though. This is my favorite. When you drive along, you go from screen to screen. But you never know what you're going to face on the next screen. So you can be driving along, all fine, da-da-da-da-da, and you get to the next screen and wham, you hit a car. At this rate, Crockett and Tubbs would be better off walking or taking the fucking bus. Plus, if that shit ain't enough, there's also a seizure-inducing pause screen. How hard is it to just make a normal pause screen? What are they trying to do? Kill epileptics? Perhaps the biggest slap in the face of all, though, is this timer. The game actually expects you to be at certain buildings at certain times. Are they crazy? I can hardly get down the fucking road without crashing. Couldn't the game just let you go to these missions when you're goddamn good and ready? You know, like Grand Theft Auto? No, you're gonna have to be there when we say so. Fuck you, game. You ain't worth the sweat on my ballsack. The only other good part about this game is the music by Martin Galway. He did a good rendition of the Miami Vice theme. Here, listen. Unfortunately, it's not enough to save this game. But then again, I doubt anything could. In the past, I've complained about a lot of ocean games, and sometimes I think I have been too hard on them. Not this time, though. This game is complete fucking unplayable garbage, and I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. So in conclusion, I can't say which version of Miami Vice is truly worse, but I can tell you, just don't bother with them. Just don't. If you want a really great Miami Vice-like game, go play Vice City for the PS2. This is Film and Stuff signing off. Thanks for watching. At this rate, Crockett and Tubbs would be better off walking or taking the fucking bus!